Right, here we are for the second round of the North Island Endurance Series in the Tulloch Motorsport SaReNi Camaro, and we're here at Hampton Downs, and for the first time in this car's history in New Zealand it's on pole position, so we're pretty happy with that. I'm John McIntyre, this is Inky Tulloch. Inky, just talk us through your first time here at Hampton Downs. It's quite a full-on circuit. What are your thoughts?
Well, I've certainly done about 15 or 16 laps in total, but it's really, really different. It's a very fast track with blind brows. Very Australian, but probably faster. Quite reminiscent in many ways of Bathurst, where you're going over blind brows. Quite fast, but a very short track, so it's very, very busy. Really neat and wide. That's what I didn't expect it to be so wide. I guess my mate Tony Quinn's finished it, it'll be wider again and longer again. But no, really exciting. You've got the car set up really well, John, and it's got better each time we've gone out. So no, looking forward to it.
Oh, good stuff. So we're about to go and start the 3-hour race in a couple of hours, and I'll be starting, and Inky will be getting the glory at the end, hopefully.
That's the one.
But look, there's a lot of stiff competition now in the series with a lot more GT3 spec cars. We only got pole by 1/10 of a second from the Smeg Mosler with Simon Evans at the wheel. So the whole pit lane has just come up in quality and in numbers as well. So we're in for a big fight, and Inky's going to come and finish it off for us.
Yeah, we're hoping for the strategy works out fine. There's a lot of traffic, small circuit. I mean, small in distance, and 40 cars. And John's been around here about 100 times more than me, so I figure that's a safer option. He'll be faster, certainly in the initial period, I think, than anybody else. Hopefully we'll get a good barrier, good buffer, and then you'll let me cruise quietly to the line. That's the theory.
Okay, right, and we've got the trophy ready back here, is that right, when you come in?
We'll see.
We wish it was that easy. Okay, so just here's a little bit of info on the Tulloch Motorsport SaReNi Camaro. This car, I guess, is born in the USA, and then it gets made into a race car in Germany by Reiter Engineering. Some very, very clever people up there turned it into a GT3 FIA spec car, so it can be raced all around the world. It's got an 8-litre V8 engine in it, normally aspirated, rear-wheel drive, traction control, ABS, 19 by 12.5 inch tyres. Some of the biggest brakes in GT3 racing being front rotors are 404 millimetres, so it's got a lot going for it, but it's probably one of the harder GT3 cars to drive. The race itself this weekend, the 3-hour series we've been talking about, this North Island series, is really growing. It follows on from the South Island series. It's been successful for many years, and now the North Island's caught on and the numbers are just exploding. So we've got to do a minimum. You can have 2 or 3 drivers, but we've got 2. So myself or Inky has to do a minimum of an hour and a maximum of 2. So it keeps it pretty simple. And then we've got to try and get the car really, from a fuel point of view, to halfway at least. If we can go a bit further, then it gives us a bit of strategy, flexibility. But one of the unique things about endurance racing in New Zealand at the moment is we have a very big difference in speed differential, and that's not something that this car probably was designed to race around. But one of the biggest advantages of this car, I call it the sledgehammer, is that when you line other cars up in a straight line, there's nothing that really touches it. So we're lucky in that respect. When we need to clear traffic, we just put our foot down and away we go.
It's just a little bit. It just doesn't quite have the aero or the corner speed of the Lamborghinis or the Audis, but when we get traction, it's definitely quicker. So that's going to be that's the good part.
I guess to say winners are grinners. This is the first win for the Tulloch Motorsport Writer Camaro in New Zealand, and actually it's the first win for the car in Australasia, so we're pretty proud about that. And this guy here did a fantastic job and brought it home, so talk us through that last hour.
Yeah, well, I think the conclusion out of all this is that you should drive the first half rather than the last half. But no, the car was the car was good. I mean, it did everything right, except that probably the brakes were fading away more than I'd expected.
Yep.
Certainly the brakes went away more than at Taupo, but then it's a different track. It's harder and faster, so I guess I probably should have thought that through a bit more. We had a minor excursion. Fortunately, it wasn't terminal, so we managed to get back on the track with about 15 to go. As a result of the brakes just fading off at the wrong moment. But other than that, great car, did the job, and you did a great job. I mean, you did nearly two-thirds of the job. Sure, you gave me a baggy car, but it was a great drive. You got a couple of laps up. The strategy worked perfectly. You know, it was a good outcome, as good as it could have been.
Yep. No, I mean, I really gave you a baggy car so that I can finish the next race. You see, it was all part of the plan. So, no, look, we tried something different with the brakes this weekend, and we're going to have to revise that and have another look. So, we virtually wore the pads out. So,
yeah, which is unusual.
But you know, that's a part of the development of the car. So we'll keep on pressing on, trying to make it go faster and pooky.
When you think about it, first Australasian win. It's pretty significant, really.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's really,
cool.
really good and great for our team as well. Everyone, they've come together as sort of some of the guys from JMR, some of the guys from mainly through Tulloch Motorsport. They've all gelled in really well.
It's been seamless, hasn't it?
It has,
They
actually.
got on really good. Mind you, we've worked together before and sort of know each other, and the boys all know each other. And it's quite interesting, actually, because there's really been no hierarchy. It's just happens.
It just happens.
It just works. That's great.
Pukekohe, I think the car is going to be pretty quick there. It likes straight lines, so we'll celebrate a little bit, and we've got plenty of work to do for the next round.